to FM23. It's me, Matty G. We've bopped to the top. We're still in Cheshunt. We've had numerous offers since you've been away. We're even approached by a championship club. It didn't go very far. We declined the interview. But yeah, we've been declining. There's no sense in bringing you back too soon for a decision. There's no one that's jumped out as yet. Although we were in the running for the Wolves job at some point, who were obviously in the Premier League. That one did pique my interest, but we never actually got offered an interview, and I didn't go for it anyway. So, yeah, it's interesting to see comments on it, but I think the decision to stay where I am, at least until the end of this season, because this season is actually quite exciting for us. With that said, let's jump straight into things. As you can see, I've got the transfer history up at the moment because we've made three signings. Val Duncan, versatile winger, really. One for the future, as you can see, exciting project. Irish lad, can play pretty much on both flanks, majority on the left, where we do need cover on the odd occasion. At the moment, Seb's been playing out there. He came in for a free. Also, Tyler Golden, solid little player. Mostly got him for the left-hand side, not the right. He prefers the right, but we got him mostly as cover for the left to help Eco Scott. 74 grand. He's well, as you can see, he's just an all-round, bog-standard little defender. I think he will do all right. He will do a good job and brings a little bit of experience to the squad, especially come up from the Vanarama National League. So he's played a few games already under his belt. He came from Halifax Town. 74k. Not the most star-studded signing, but pretty well. This one we did get very excited for when he came eventually. Mark Helm. You may have seen us try to sign this guy before. 3.5 star attributations. And it dropped instantly to 3 the moment he actually signed on the dotted line. That's fine. That's okay. We understand our scouts not quite as picky as our management team, which is fine. I understand it, but the ability is still there. The potential ability is still there. And at 23 years age, he should do a good job. And he has played okay. And I like to stress that he's okay. I think maybe in a few games' time he'll get a bit better. That remains to be seen. No immediate transfers out. These are the 3 that are going out of the first. No adaptations to them at all. But one will be incoming at the end of the season, or end of their season, shall I say. And that's ML Cantala. I don't know why he's moving then to us. There must be a reason. He's promised to learn English by then. 2.5 star striker. 2.5 star striker? He's got 2.5 attribute stars for the goalkeeping role. He's 17. 2.5. He was meant to have some good potential. I thought, well, he's for free. Why not get him in and see if we can't use him or cash in on him as he gets a little bit better? Because at 17, he could be the next. I don't know who's a good goalkeeper in Spain that's not fantastic, but he could be one of them. He could be the next one of them. As for the games, as you can see, we've had a couple of wins here, there. Had a couple of losses here and there. Last game was against Wrexham. Yeah, we lost 2-0 in that one, but there's reasons behind that. There really is, and that's because Scunthorpe are filthy. They are dirty little devils that just literally hurt people. So if you look at down here at our injury squad, Taylor Golden, yeah, he's out 1 to 6 days. Thank you, Scunthorpe. Benjamin, he's out for 4 to 8 days. Thank you, Scunthorpe. Harlock is out. Thank you, Scunthorpe. Gibson is out. Thank you, Scunthorpe. And Luke Jessopcott, He actually did that in training. But I'm going to blame Scunthorpe for that one as well. Yes, indeed, we had 4 injuries in the game against Scunthorpe. We also had a man sent off. How we got one player sent off and they just literally would non-stop chop us down was unreal. And we just kept dropping like flies. I ended the match 2-0 up with 7 outfield players and a goalkeeper. And only one of those players got sent off. I had to literally take the guys off through injuries. It was a very, very stressful game. So this is the team that we played Wrexham with. You can kind of see why we lost 2-0. We didn't have much choice. At the time, the only real solid players that we had was Alafree. Casey came in. We had to drop Turner at the time because he wasn't quite match fit. He was match fit, but his fitness levels were low, so I had to give him some time for rest. Because basically our whole team was just shattered and beaten up and sore from a run of games that was so close together. It was insane. I'm not sure what we're going to do in the next one. I really don't, but we're going to get cracking on. So here we go. It's going to be Cheshunt Dagenham. A few tweaks, but still not a full-strength squad by any means. Dagenham Redbridge, we should be beating them even with this slightly weakened side. I'm hoping this is going to be Williams' time to re-shine again since the last time he scored. I'm not sure if he's scored since those magical 4 goals 2 episodes ago. Maybe it's his time now. We need him because 13-goal hero Benjamin isn't playing. He's not even on the bench because he's out injured. So far, nothing's happened really. But here's a go with the first highlight, as I say that. And we've lost out through poor communication there. And Robertson's going to push forward. Over to Ling on the right-hand side. I like that name, Ling. Gets a good cross in. Get it away, get it away, get it away. Oh. At least it didn't go in. The away side is definitely having the better of the opportunities at the start of it. Maybe we can come into our own. There goes the header. Williams picks it up. Can't use his pace and get past them. But there's a Sante on the wing. Holds ball play up. Back to Swadengarden. Up to Helm. Helm takes it down. Gets a shot off. Keep a good save. And Ling to clear it. That was it says it's a clear-cut chance. Was it a clear-cut chance? It was definitely a good shot. I mean, Helm just takes it on his chest and then hits it one. I think if he would have had a little bit more time, that would have gone in. He's not one for the quick hit. And he could have squared it. Was it clear-cut? I wouldn't say it was quite clear-cut. Clear-cut is... Yeah, I wouldn't say that was clear-cut myself. I'm literally rambling and wobbling in my vocal cords here. I'm very nervous. It's a nervous day. As Wright gets the ball in towards Asante, who tries a looping header. We've told Asante for 2-3 seasons now, looping headers don't score goals. Not when you're concerned. Stop doing them. And he just says, no, I could do what I want. Oh dear, bless old Asante. Nothing seems to really have gone our way in that first half. We're edging the gameplay, we're edging the possession, but there's no dominancy about it from the home side, which is disappointing. I think we just keep things the way they are for the time being. I would really like to take Svanderveger off because he's on a yellow, but I'm going to keep him in for now. He just best behave. I'm going to say I don't like what I'm seeing. Hopefully inspire them into doing something. Probably won't. And away we go for the second half. And again, no early highlight this time. Still no highlight. I was expecting one to hop up and pop up, but nothing. Asante looking knackered. His fitness level's never been great. We'll give a shouty. I am going to demand more. I'm going to hold out on the changes to the 70 minute if I can. because when I make the change, I'm going to go full on nutcase attack mode. With that said, Williams is going to have to come off. He's shattered. Mateus Roberts, Sam Bells and Rosiak. I am going to try to get Mateus Roberts to play on that wing, because Rosiak's probably going to be the only one I can bring in for Seb, who's actually alright with his thing. It's just the yellow card is really putting me off. So we're going to confirm those. We're going to go straight to the very attacking. We're going to shout demand more instantly as well. We're not going to change any instructions. This is what they're used to playing. Hoping to get at least a highlight. Surely they have something in the second half. Come on, FM. Just give us the shot. One shot at the end. Give us the chance to get one. No, not going to happen. That's it. A boring old 0-0 draw. And, I mean, yeah. Weren't a great game. I mean, we dominated XG. But Williams, I think, has lost his shooting boots. Jaden Williams has forgotten how to score goals. And apparently Football Manager don't know how to give us highlights anymore either. Oh dear. With that draw, we haven't dropped positions at all, but played 19. Wrexham's starting to creep away from us, and so's the top three. Yeah, we need to get a run of wins going here. We need to get a run of wins fast, as we're looking like we might not make the playoffs. We might be dropping out, and we don't want that. We want to be in this mix. This is where it gets a little bit exciting, when you're battling for a position. Oh, I do like this game. We're kicking off in the second game against Halifax. Much changed team, not really the full strength. But yeah, we've got to be careful, rotate some players, because we've got a big game coming up against Salford City in the FA Cup. So we're just, as long as we can pick up a win here, it doesn't have to be too pretty. We've got some of the good first teamers on, a good mix of players. But we've gone for some players that haven't played very much football as well. The likes of Sam Bells was going to come in. We stuck with Williams in the end, but it was very close with that one. But we did drop our attacking midfielder, and we went for good old trusty Mateus Roberts. He hasn't played more than, I think, 2 games all season, just so that we can try and save face, and it may work here with Williams in. He's got his goal. Jaden Williams is back on the score sheet. Finally, he's got a 7th goal of the season. It's been a while for Jaden Williams, but there it is, and it's that combination. It's Mateus Robertson, little dink with the outside foot round the defender, and Williams takes it round the keeper and nicks it into the bottom corner. Finally, a goal. Also on other news, we brought Brown in. That's not very good. Suffered bruised shin. I think you can carry on. Yeah, big wuss. On other news, yes, we've got a debutant who says he's got a bruised knee in Addy Duncan. Another debutant is sat on the bench. We also brought Brown in, who's just conceded a penalty. Yeah. And we know Turner's no good at saving penalties. He's going to the right. There you go. Alright, I think I'm gonna give him a bit of a beratement there, just so they can know I'm not happy with conceding the goal. Which in fact I'm not. Really angry. Kick-off highlight, maybe that's maybe that's like sparking return, and we're going to get another one. Mutu holds the ball up, goes to Roslik on the far side, over to Duzdek. McDonald in the centre, chips it over the top towards Williams, unable to get there. Roberts does, knocks it long. Adekun does pick up the ball, runs infield, pulls the ball backwards, and it's back to Brown on the left. McDonald towards centre, tries to do the same chip again, doesn't work out for him. Are they going to get it away? Duzdek gets it. runs it infield, tries to curl it, massive curl on the ball, but it was still a good 2 yards over and wide. The team's not playing too badly, to be honest. Vatican, he'll be alright. It was a bruised knee, he should be fine. If not, we can always take him off at half time. But yeah, Lewis Brown came in on the left over Eco Scott. I was tempted to play him in the middle. He has been quite a good player. But yeah, he then gave away a penalty after we bring him in. Naughty boy. Brown to clear the ball there. Over to Williams. He is on his own up there. Is he going to go all the way? He's taking it wide, giving enough time and space for other players to get up alongside and in the box. He goes to Brown, who knocks it into Duzdek. He goes for that curling effort again. And again, this time it's closer. He's getting closer with that, but it is wide. And it is slightly over. So, yeah, we go again with another highlight. Quick highlights. I'm liking this. Brown on the left. He plays slow, steady, simple ball infield. Twice now. Back to Chaplin. He seems to be the anchor man at the back there. Mutu. Duzdek. Pushes forward. Ferdinand picks the ball up. Goes back to McDonald. Donald over on the far right. Knocks it forward over the top. To no man's land. And they end up with the ball. Are we going to get it back? Yes, we are. Ferdinand. Rosniak. Knocks it long. Williams doesn't get there. Odekin can. Knocks it to the left. Brown. Back infield to the defender. Receives the ball back. It's like a little bit of 1-2 table tennis there. Long ball over the top to for Williams. He does get there. Gets a strike on it. Gets the second goal. He's at 8 for the season. We've needed you to score more than that, mate. We've needed you to score more than that. But I'm glad you're doing it now. 39 minutes in. 2-0 up. After a very long build-up of play. One simple over-the-head ball. A muck up by the defender. Let Williams in. And he was going to punish him that time. I'm going to praise them. I don't often do that, but I am going to praise them because they reacted well to what I told them. So, well done for that, guys. You can see we're not far. We're not running away with it at all. We're not far above them, but we are above them. I think that's the main impression there. Looking at the team, I don't want to make any changes just yet. It probably won't be far. Yeah, I'm going to go with that one. It probably won't be far into the second half before we do make a change, because I can see some fitness levels dropping, especially with Williams. Now, it all depends. If we can get a third goal here, I'd be happy with Williams going off. I would like that. Ferdinand, after the corner, gets it back, brings it inside. Roberts, all the way to Duzdek on the far left. He has a crack from that side, and he's just getting closer and closer. This time, it is off the framework. I mean, if he gets another one, he's got to go in, surely. He can't get closer than off the framework. Keeping an eye on our tiring. Keeping an eye on their tiring. Their defence is getting knackered. We've still got some good fitness levels up there. It's starting to drop. I think it's time for a little shouty, just to demand more. Some of them get unhappy, but it breaks their over happiness. May backfire here. They've got a free kick, dead centre, about 23 yards out. Curls it round. That was a pretty darn good goal. I'll let them have that, but bugger. bugger. Yeah. Oh well. Give the guys a few minutes to bounce back, see if they will. Shouty, berate the team, and we get a highlight. Ferdinand in the centre. Mutu knocks it to the right. Rosiak holds the ball back into the centre, all the way to the keeper. Turner looks up, back to Mutu. It's going to be a bit of a slow-paced passing movement, which is absolutely fine, as long as it builds towards something good with McDonald. Duzdek. Ferdinand. Runs infield. Runs all the way over, then over into Odekin, who almost loses the ball with a poor touch of control. Knocks it forward. Duzdek. What did I say? I said the next time he shoots, he's got to have scored, and he does. He puts us back in the lead. It's 3-2, 12 minutes to go. He almost loses the ball out here to Zadikin, but he does get through. He looks up, he sees Duzdek coming in, and it's first time left-footed volley, top right-hand corner. Peach of a goal. We're going to jump into the tactics screen. We're going to try and get some of these changes done pretty darn quick. We're going to go take Brown for Hay. 2 of the defenders off. Make sure they don't get too tiring. I am going to bring Sam Bells in for Williams, and we're going to call that one a done, and we're going to try and hopefully see out this one. We will go positive though. I know that's a bit dangerous, especially in the last 6 minutes, and I probably just screwed myself, haven't I? Oh, thank God for that. I was going to praise him, but I'm going to demand more now, because the keeper fluffed his lines, and the striker there, that Capello, he should have got that in. It was an open goal, really. I mean, that is what I call a clear-cut chance. Again, they're on the ball. Cross comes in. It was diverted out. Nevers gets there. Nice tackle. Rosliak, go on the break, son. Knocks it long towards Bells. He's not that great in the air. Loses out. Picks up the ball to McDonald. McDonald drives forward slightly into Ferdinand. Ferdinand with a poor ball forward. Mistakes are now happening, and this doesn't look good for us in the 89th minute. Alafri's able to pick it up into Turner, goes for the long ball up. Bells has given up running for that one. I have no idea what he did there, he just let him get past him, and now they're on the attack again. Hey, good solid tackle, couldn't get the second one. In comes the cross in the header, and thankfully it went over the crossbar. That is not how we want to finish this game. We now have a highlight with a free kick, throw-in rather, sorry. There goes Ferdinand, runs in. Is he going to have a crack? He does. Poor tamed effort. I don't know why you're holding your head there. That was just poor effort. The ball comes out, and Ferdinand tries to get the ball, does. Then he has to take a tackle. He's now lost out the ball. Ball comes over the top towards the goalkeeper. Hopefully he's not going to muck up. Hold on to it, Keeps. Hold on to it. Turner, holding on as long as he possibly can. Takes the big long kick forward. Bells is there. He's found a gap. He takes a long shot for some unknown reason, other than possibly to waste time, and hits the TV camera in the background. But it doesn't matter. I've got a little cheeky grin on my face. We're 3-2 winners at the end of the day. Was it fully deserved? No, I don't think it was. I don't think it was. We played okay. But I think Halifax can easily feel unjustified at losing that. I mean, they did enough to get the draw, I think. If we were more clinical in front of goal, then yes, we deserved the win. But when you've had 17 shots, only 7 of them have gone on target, you don't really deserve to praise yourself, I don't think. Although it is nice to see a few greens in there. Get in! This one is an exciting little fella. Simone's, we've been granted the work permit. He's set to sign. We're about to accept it. Let's have a look at him, shall we? Look at that. He's an inverted winger. He can play on the left. It's going to be sad to say that he's going to be playing the Ferdinand role. He is. But he looks so exciting. I mean, I know he's going to drop stars here, but he looks like he's going to be a solid little fella for us. I can't wait to agree this one. There he is. He's our man. There you go. He's dropped to 3.5. Oh dear. Well, we'll make sure that he's happy to come into the squad there, and we'll get into the Salford game. I wasn't expecting that. Where did that come from? The Birmingham board have invited you to attend an interview with them if you wish to discuss the possibility of becoming their new manager. The board are very impressed with the great performances at Cheshunt, which is why we have identified you as one of our top candidates. Although the board are confident in your abilities to perform, they do have some concerns about your suitability to deliver the club's realistic vision for the future. This is mainly as a result to your slight reluctance towards making set pieces an important part of your approach. The interview will give the board the opportunity to discuss their ambitions and plans with you in more detail so they can reinforce our belief and I don't know. Birmingham. They're a championship side, I believe, aren't they? Sky Bet Championship, 22nd. They are very much in a relegation battle for survival, coming up to the halfway point of the season. What to do with that information? Do I sit the interview? Do I not? They've got a nice size capacity stadium. Nice load of season tickets, so they should have some income coming in. Let's have a look at the general. Reputation 3, media prediction was 21st, so they were predicted to be a struggling squad. Their key player is Tahara Chong. Hot prospect Ben Ashby, vice captain Tommy Smith, blah 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 blah. Keegan Harriman is their current manager. Chong's on 4 goals. Oh my dear, oh dear. That's pretty bad, pretty poor. They've been bouncing around near the bottom for some time. Their highest in the last few years was 8th for the season, 2 seasons before. Last it was 19th. They only just managed to survive, and now they're still in it. It doesn't surprise me. It doesn't fill me with confidence either. See, they don't own their stadium, they rent it. It's owned by a private company. So they're having to fork out a chunk of money every year, which is not great. We'll sit the interview. We'll go with it with you. We'll sit the interview. I'll do the episode. We'll finish off against Salford. And we'll leave us some time to think about it. And maybe you can leave some, some of your choices in the comments. I can't say that I will go with everybody's choice. I'm very much a person who plays by the heart. At the moment, my heart is definitely with Cheshunt on this run. But Birmingham does. There's some nice young players in there already. I have no request to propose. I kind of don't want the job now. 200. We got more transfer budget at the moment than that. No. You're going to League One. I don't think I'd be accepting that if they offered me the job at this rate. As probably on the eve of the FA Cup second round against Salford, that's probably just crushed the spirit of the team as well. Here we go. Let's get this done. It's Salford against Cheshunt. Their run of form's been poor, but they are in a league of their own at the minute. Well, at least a league above us. And our form's been completely and utterly mixed. We're sticking to the same situation. We've tweaked it a little bit. We've brought players in, and the new wingers on. And the most exciting part for me is Benjamin can last 75 minutes in this game. 75 minutes to make an impact, and I'm hoping he can, because it looks like they got the first highlight very early on. Get the ball off them quickly. Come on, get the ball off them. Don't let them do this. Come on, guys. Do it for me. Get the ball off them. They're playing like we play. That's a shame. Cassie goes all the way back to Cassie. There's another. They've even got their own Cassie. Goes all the way to the goalkeeper. They've played it back to the goal, all the way around the defence. They're probing for a weak point, and they're going to find it eventually. And no, they're not. McDonald's were able to dispossess. Duzdak over the top. There's Benjamin. Get it in, son. Go! 1-0. It's his 14th of the season. Back from injury. This guy is a machine. Apart from all the injuries he gets, his goal scoring ability is unreal. Oh my God, I'm in love with a Welshman. 1-0 in the FA Cup. This is brilliant. I love it. This is what you want to see in the lower leagues. We're going to be knocking the big boys out at this rate. Here we go. Long throw in. Cassie to Helm. Helm back to Cassie. Into McDonald. McDonald back to Casey. There's Allo free. McDonald chips it wide. Brown to get on the ball. Loses out to Scott. Scott goes back to their Cass. And now they're on a manoeuvre. They're going to be looking to punish us for our little early goal. I don't blame them. I'd want to do the same thing in their foot. I'd be rather cheesed off. I'm hoping we can nick the ball off them, or it comes to nothing though. Doesn't look that way as Gabriel Gomez has the ball, playing a couple of 1-2s. They're trying to get round our main men, and they're doing a good job of it. As Jackson, I believe, may have been one of our former players, has got through. They've got through. Caden Jackson, though, he's not one of our players. I'm thinking of someone totally else. Either way, someone next time break his legs. Don't let him do it again. Oh dear. Shouty. Demand some more. I can't do more than that. I feel bad if I berate them, because they did get the early goal and gave me a little bit of excitement. Benjamin did brilliantly to leap onto that ball. We're actually doing really well on the XP. The possession we're not doing so well on. You got a knock and indicates he wants to come off. He looks like it could be a tight hamstring. Oh, we'll have to do it. We'd do it. He's not performing that great anyway. We said we'd do it. There he is. Roberts is now in his place. Come on, guys. Let's give you a bit of demanding more again, as now they're getting another highlight. So basically this first half has been, we got a highlight and scored, they got a highlight and scored, and now they've got another highlight. If these highlights are just all goals, I'm going to be real cheesed off, because it means I'm going to be expecting every time that they're going to score. That was a poor clearance. Should be a shame. Duzdek tries to get it through again. He's left a gap. Ooh. Turner with a good save. Goes for a corner. They're going to have a corner highlight. Of course they are. All the players back behind the ball. Get it out. He gets it across. Scott's going to pick it up though. He's going to try and get it back into the box. Alofree's there. Knocks it out and clears. Good lad. He's only got a 6.5, but that clearance to me is a 10. Approaching the end of the half. And that is all she wrote. So here we go, second half. Nothing's changed. I'm worried about Benjamin. He's probably going to need to come off at some point. I am more wary the fact that we've had to take one off already. Good hands by Turner. Can we get a counter or break here? Maybe he holds it too long for that. No one's actually up there. Take your time then. No, he's going to hit long. No one's there. I told you there was no one up there. I could have predicted that happening. And now we're going to be back on the back foot. Thanks, son. Well done, Turner. What happened to the simple balls out? Scott's going to break that through. We've got two in the box. He's going to get his hand to it. See, this is your fault, Turner. You set that whole play up in motion, mate. Instructions. Can we get into instructions, please? Let's double check. Transition. Take short kicks. Short. Alright, we'll have to roll it out. You're not listening. Distribute for the centre back. We're going to go distribute through the playmaker. See if that makes a difference. We're also just going to go very attacking. We've got to do something. We're going to do a sub. Okay, we're not going to do a sub just yet. Alfrey tries to get it out. Hendry keeps that ball in. They are pushing. Roberts is there with a header. Doesn't get very far. Aguilera, Martley, Parcell, Aguilera. They are playing some lovely football. Scott's very much onside, and screw you, Scott. I'll take that back down to positive then, and I'm going to berate the team. I think it's a bit mean to berate the team, but we're going to berate them anyway. Tactics and subs. Benjami's coming off. Williams is on. McDonald's going to be probably the last player that we can make. We'll confirm those changes. I don't believe we can make any more. Whether that's going to make a difference. Brown feet. Right, okay, didn't. Kite with a corner. Knocks it in. No one's going to get on the end of it. They never do from that one. Roberts, what the heck were you playing at? You just gave him the ball. Well, this looks like the FA Cup dream is over. It's 67 minutes. I can't see us scoring 2 goals here. Not with the way they're playing. I think we just didn't have all the players fully fit for this one. And we were always going to be struggling. That's just mean. I mean, he's off, isn't he? Mean. I don't want to see a replay. I don't want to see the replay. We're going to shout at them. We're going to berate them some more. Although I can't be too harsh on them. They have played okay. Defensively a little bit tiring, I guess. Especially in the later halves. This is what we try to do to other teams in the league. Simone's not had a great game, bit anonymous. Sante there though, he's come on. Can he make something of it? Into Williams, who completely and utterly fluffs his lines. The whiff was blown for offside anyway. Clear-cut chance, apparently. I didn't see it as a clear-cut chance, but each to their own. 7 minutes to go. Can we just not concede? Just not concede. No more conceding goals. No more. And scene. There we go. All done and dusted. A 4-1 loss. It's not nice. It's a bitter taste in the mouth. But I mean, look at that. There's a large portion of that. We were the better squad. We were the better side. But for some reason, they just were able to finish their chances much better than us. I mean, you look at the shot ratio. They've got 10. We've got 9. Our ones on target were 4. Theirs were 9. There's the difference. Their accuracy at shooting. With that said, we'll see you in the next one. And hopefully, we'll either be in blue or still in honeybee yellow. Till next time, Matty G. Peace out.